And it's funny how you've got people who are down for your cause, and then you got people who say they're down, but then they're not down. And I've made the mistake of putting people in the wrong positions. I've been making the mistake of keep people who want to be part, I keep them at a distance. And the people that the solid people that want to be a part, I keep them at a distance. And then people who don't have what it takes to really be part, I bring them close. And probably because, and I'm just going to be really honest and vulnerable, my biggest thing that's been holding me back is the whole imposter syndrome, where I feel like I'm not good enough for certain people. And because I don't feel like I'm good enough for certain people, I keep people who I hold in high regard away that I think are extremely talented or know what they're doing. And it's funny because when you have those conversations and you're vulnerable with those people, you find out they're just like you as well. They're like, no, you're not the only one that struggles with imposter. I got imposter syndrome, so it that's been a hindrance to this network, to this business, is me being caught up in imposter syndrome. That I'm in rooms that I feel like when I walk in the room, I shouldn't be in the room. When I wake up in the morning, I feel like hiding. But listen, I don't care where you are in your life or in the world. You gotta stop hiding. You gotta stop hiding. You gotta get out from behind the wall. You gotta get out from underneath the covers. It's a scary place, but greater is he that's in you than he that's in the world. And nobody can stop you but yourself. The devil can't even stop you, because if God called you to it, there's no form, there's no entity out there that can stop you. So with that being said, this is your year to stop hiding. This is your year to make something out of it. This is your year to finally see what you're made of. I think we spent the last 4 years letting life come to us, and we're playing defense, and if there's one thing you know about sports, defense does win games. Defense is great. When I played football, that's all I did. I played defense. So I know the importance of defense. But one thing I do know is you can be the best defensive team in all the league. If you can't put points on the board, you ain't going to win. They always say defense wins games. I'm like, yeah, defense wins games, but if you can't put points on the board, you have nothing to defend. And I think that's where people have been at. I think we've lived this life where life has been putting points, has been coming at us, been very offensive, and we've been playing defense, but we haven't put any points on the board, which is why we don't feel like we're winning. And you got to figure out a way to get offensive. You have to turn over the cycle. You have to turn the cycle over around, and you have to stop being defensive and let life happen to you, and you go happen. You make things happen. Let life around you be defensive for once, and just move the ball in the other direction. Because we've done this. That's why, and it's funny, but it's not funny. Like the post on social media that say, I'm calling the Lord to check if I'm on his strongest soldiers list, or for 2025. Is this the year of blessings? And listen, this is not the year to wait and see. Right? This is not the year to wait and see. There was never been a year to wait and see. If you want us to be really real, there was never a year to wait and see. But that time has passed. You're older than you were. The last 4 years felt like 1 year. It's crazy that we're in 2025, because it just felt like we just got out of COVID like a year ago. And I feel like life has tried to put us back into that defensive role. And you can't. You got to score some points. No matter how good you are defensively, no matter how good your team is defensively. We're going to the NFL playoffs this weekend. And I got teams that I love, and they're great defensive teams. But I'm like, it don't matter if you can't put points on the board. It don't matter how well your defense is.